And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Luck on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rolling, we're rolling. Done. Pick up. 9 man. Go ahead. 11.
Here's Luck now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
7:34. 7:34. 6:94.
On second down, here's Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
6:94. 6:37.
Throwing now is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, what a move. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, easy. Talk. Go ahead. No weapon.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Block on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's Ajayi. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, Luck. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On play action, now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Yo, Chief. 637. Purdue. Hey, 734.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Johnson. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over. Over the end line. They'll begin the drive with a jam. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, here's Love. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long, it's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You're mine. White Monday down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr, dumping it off for Johnson. The 13 yards that time and a 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flushed out right. Complete. Richardson has it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
White Monday.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Down. New 80. Go.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
4 down, check. 6:37.
Here's Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
On first down, it's Long. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun, here's Love. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Luck throwing again. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To the air again, Locke. And he connects with Ertz. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Luck now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? But it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Throwing again is Locke. Ertz over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now Luck says let's get going as he'll hustle him to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Rolling. Everyone, you got four down. Hurry. 41. Check, 41. Hurry. To your right. Monday.
Again, Locke. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Hey, we're good.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You're mine. Hey, 734.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
That's to be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Luck now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
12.
Now Luck. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Ajayi. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Go ahead.
Here's Luck. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Luck now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie things up at 6-6. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride when they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. And we're seeing an extension of the lead by the Jags. They're up pretty big. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Final minute now of the third quarter.
5, 622. 5, 40, easy, alert.
To throw on second down is Luck. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back now at FedEx Field.
Rolling, we're rolling. 11. Hurry. Hey, easy.
Here's Luck. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Then he hits his man, Matthews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Luck now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I'm going to hit you all day. Talk.
to throw. Love letting one go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr now on first down. Caught left side. Bennett. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6:37.
On second down, here's Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Oh, no, he lost the football. Into the Redskins' hand they do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
53. Talk. Go ahead. Talk.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Drops it off to Ajayi. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Locke. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Later, 2. Go, Chief.
Now Carr. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to set up his blockers. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke steps away to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Locke on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, easy. Go ahead.
Blah. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This is Ajayi. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Luck going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So Luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.